On your Thursday morning, and we definitely don't have that sunshine that we had yesterday. However, we are still dry across the Grand Strand, even though it is overcast. And there's several people taking a stroll this morning. We're going to see those beach conditions deteriorating. The waves will get rougher, and of course the winds will be picking up as well. Currently on radar and satellite, we have those overcast conditions all the way from the Gulf Coast extending up to New England. Also, the light showers are in the Ohio Valley right now, down to, of course, Florida. The pockets of heavier rain are mostly still staying offshore. Right now, it's just light rain across portions of our viewing area. But again, it does not include the Grand Strand. We do have a tornado watch down to our south, and we are going to have a potential for tornadoes, a 5% risk right now from the Storm Prediction Center. Current conditions on Viper 13 real-time radar missing the border belt and the immediate coast. The heavier rain right now staying in the Midlands, and we are going to notice that our higher rainfall totals are going to be really I-95 into the west. The upstate has a much bigger potential for seeing flash flooding and also excessive rain for today and through the first part of tomorrow. So, of course, the rain from Helene is already here. The winds are going to be their gustiest overnight tonight as well. And, of course, those tropical storm warnings will be in effect for the remainder of the day. The futurecast through the late morning, again, pockets of heavier rain, but most of us are seeing kind of just some light rain across the board. We were going to see more pockets of intense rain as we get later in the day and into the overnight hours. There are still going to be some breaks after midnight where the rain is going to be kind of sparse across our viewing area, but rather still persistent through the upstate. The latest on Helene, a Category 2, stronger than where it was at just the last update. Right now, it's the winds of 100 miles per hour, and it is still about 400 miles roughly away from making landfall in Florida. That landfall is still anticipated for later tonight, and it also is still expected to be a Category 3 at landfall, so a major hurricane. Winds of 115, 120 anticipated for this landfall near Tallahassee and Panama City Beach. Category 1 as it's still pushing inland into southern Georgia and then curving a little bit more back to the west. And this is already going to be dead by the time we're starting the day on Saturday. And we are going to have sunshine for us for the first part of the weekend. So again, timing things out because the overnight is where the greatest risk is in terms of your wind and also the tornado threat. So that landfall between 8 and 10 p.m., the heaviest rain really staying in Georgia. Here's our break right now across our viewing area, but it's these outer rain bands. This is your problem right here for when we're looking for that tornado threat. So your timing is going to be overnight, early tomorrow morning. So between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. when we're waiting for this last band to move through, that's your prime tornado threat. And then we'll notice conditions drastically increasing as soon as tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours. So at least this is a quick moving system and it will be in and out of here very quickly. The rainfall forecast for us everywhere in blue is around 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches. You'll notice anywhere in purple, that's more like 2 to 3 inches of rain. And again, those much higher totals, anywhere from 5 to 7 inches. That is staying in the upstate for Greenville, Hendersonville, and the foothills of North Carolina. So they definitely have that higher flood potential, but we are still going to see some heavy rain, and also those gusty winds will be overnight, seeing tropical storm force winds between midnight and about lunchtime, and then those winds quickly taper off to less than 20 miles per hour by tomorrow night. Your highs for today are going to be very normal due to the overcast conditions in the lower 80s. Of course, at the beaches, we have that tropical storm warning, a moderate rip current risk, and the winds are expected at 10 to 20 out of the southeast. For your 7-day forecast, we have that weather alert day primarily for this evening into the first part of Friday. Likely we'll be canceling that alert day by tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures will be pretty good through the weekend in the mid 80s, and at least we have a nice weekend ahead with pretty low rain chances and a lot of sunshine.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, as Helene